An iron tower, impossibly tall. Think you
No,
can do it?
that's not my new voice. That's the Queen talking in the background. Hello everyone and welcome back. Looking at our hotels in Crown Falls, we have now the coffee or the cafe fulfilled over here, and this is now finally also fulfilling another need. And with that, with the increased amount of tourists coming in, we do have not only unlocked the chemical plant, a new multi-factory that we can use to produce shampoo that we're going to need now soon. Nope, also the Queen is contacting us about a new monumental project, the Iron Tower. My most loyal subject, I have an idea, something that I can stand for, perhaps come to define our present era, a marvel to draw crowds from all the world, an Iron Tower possibly tall. I think you can do this.
Come to think of it,
I might.
the cruise ship should still be around. You have to.
Alright, and another one is here a cruise ship. Entremont. It's called the maliciously oversweet flavor of our donuts has reminded the tourist of the excellent pastries she'd been enjoying on her cruise to her city. A disturbing sharpness spreads to her smiling eyes as she suggests you take her to the ship. Alright, we do have our tourist ship close by. And that is my Great Eastern Nantucket. There's actually, yeah, it actually has a purpose. Emma, the tourist, on board. Let's not crash Emma into our public mooring. And take her down here to this tourist ship that strikingly looks different, looks similar, I think. Almost the same, if not even the same. Off she goes on her great journey for the donut. Now we, in the meantime, continue with the 8th wonder. And that is the Iron Tower. We have it now finally here available. It will also require a bus stop. And as we can see already, I will need to adjust the size. I miscalculated that a bit. But we do have buffer. So the cool thing is we can just remove here the fountain that I had. I mean, it's not really doing much of a thing here anyway. And then we just move the whole block. This is just really cool. This never gets old that we can do this. This double road we also don't need. Let's move over the bus station. And with that also, let's move this whole thing here. Once again, we can move the whole thing. Let's move it over like this, right? So we have everything here together again. The reason for that is I want to have the restaurant a bit further up. The same with the bus stop, because we still need to take the hotel into consideration there as well, right? This should now though make it happen. Let's just check it out. It's that road here exactly that we can't do, but this is now something that works. However, it would still look a bit dense there, so let's also move them here down once again. Like so. Then we have a bit of a room around the Iron Tower. Iron Tower also has the warehouse close by already. We will be fine with that. By the way, it's still looking a bit dense around it, so we might need to adjust once more. Once this is finished, I'm not entirely sure yet. Look at all the crowds on the streets of Crown Falls. Marveling at the latest project that we have. Build the Iron Tower. What is the requirement? 1,500 tourists. Easy. We can do this, right? We should be able to do this. The restaurant is still waiting for corn. Now, for comfort, your best royal suite in your best hotel. With the Majesty being an avid reader, she will require the room to be fun. Oh, the Majesty intends to visit us for the inauguration. We need also to prepare a banquet for her, most likely. This actually switch the dish over there to the schnitzel again, because the goulash... Something is wrong with the corn. For some reasons, it's not really getting over here as quickly as I thought it would. What is the matter? We do even have an airship on this one. Only 3 tons of corn. There's not really a lot going on there, right? So this is not a lot of corn. I was expecting more of this. What is the reason for that? In Marischal, we do have our fuel station over there. We have a total production of corn of 28, but we consume 24 already, right? So it is, of course, way too high, the consumption. By the way, I'm going to have only one propaganda effect in effect now, and we're not using anything else here. So just a bit of consumption reduction. No money propaganda anymore and no happy propaganda anymore. She still likes us, right? Yes. Fine. No alliance yet. So we do have the tractor barns here already, right? We could then boost our corn plantations. However, what I think is, do we have... Yeah, we probably will need to have a bit of a room in between here. So let's move those guys there. Down just one tile. And then... let's just see if this works. It works! Perfect! We can provide fuel to all the corn plantations, just as we should be able to. And with that, we can also go ahead and build a bunch of them now. I think up to 10 we can. And this will drastically boost, of course, our corn production now as well, because we really don't have enough of that. And off they go already. I mean, this is a beautiful journey, a beautiful path.
Ready for action.
That you can see there, and this goes over to my corn plantations. This will boost it significantly. We should see this then. It must at least double it once we build all the tractor barns. I think I can still go ahead with a few more. Another one here. That's it though, right? This is the 10. And that one. Fine, fine, fine. And the corn will flow just fine. Fertilizers, though, is a problem, right? So this is what... we don't boost the corn plantations with fertilizers. Only the cotton. So there still seems to be a problem here. That's because the beef is full as far as I can see. We're getting the beef out of here. And this one... Alright, let's boost the productivity. I think we will have to need a second one here. Can I do this? Do they affect each other? Because I have no idea at the moment. I've never been this deep into the... Yes, it does. They can actually be used in the same area and they don't penalize themselves. Because there's more than enough dung for the whole area. They only need 5 tons of dung per building. Alright, so we can still bump up our fertilizers there. Yeah, perfect. Meanwhile, the tourists arrive.
On our way. I am all a twist. I shan't be long. Do help yourself to the bar in the meantime. The cocktails are simply splendid.
Now she's got all the donuts in the vault.
I am especially sorry to say Chef was no longer there. But I found, well, the captain sort of offered, what a sweet soul, a book of the cruise company's recipes. Let us depart so I can study it in peace.
Sure thing. I'm going to be your personal tour guide here now. And Emma the tourist, let's bring her back to the public mooring in Crown Falls. Enough with that. We want to continue also with a bit more touristy stuff. We do have a perfect view over the city there, really. So we might just make us a smaller... attractive area with a hotel or something like that. Yeah, well, with hotels, of course, at the end of the main road that we have over there, close to the amusement park as well. So you've got all the commodities in the world that a tourist would like to wish for. And a nice hotel then, of course, in the center of it, with the back of it, probably with... yeah, with a park or something like that. We can provide this. Let's build the next hotel, right? The entrance is here, of course. This is where it's getting in. We will also need a bus station for those souls. So let's go ahead. Now that I think about it, we might have the bus station over there, just in case I want a second... then I can just move it. If we want to have a second hotel here, this should be fine too. The tourist has arrived back home and we get 50 Shades of Gravy. A book with a selling price of 25. That must be a bestseller, really.
Those two recipes would certainly be a great
but they have recipes instead. All pastries need plenty of flour, but the elephantine palmier also needs some musky sweetness. Do you have anything like nutmeg? What are you talking about? Cinnamon. Yes. Perfect replacement. With that, we complete the eclair.
As I've ever
Pommes biscuit and eclair we get out of this. 2 new menus for the cafe. Meanwhile, for the hotel, I would like to have also a bit of a nice path here then, right? That goes then all the way here, and we probably will have once again one of these lookout towers that we can use. And yeah, just in general a nice garden, really. Not with that though. So there you go. You can even sit around then here. That's just perfect. Probably should also have something to keep the plebs out. I mean, who likes the plebs in when they are booking a hotel like this? We probably should have the... I mean, there is an open plaza here already. Makes it a bit harder, right, to keep that fence up there. Let's have no fence there after all. What I can have though instead is then just some flower beds and stuff like that. So we do have the enclosed greenery here along this road, going then over there. And probably also ending, and then we got this nice little park there, really, with Yeah, well, probably trees that we need, and definitely also flowers. That's looking fine. Let's have some flower here too. In the middle, probably. And also here. Ah, there we might actually then just have a nice tree. Not the palm trees, please.
Off his yacht and drowned. Hilarity ensued.
Yep, nice little hotel garden that we have right here at the edge of Crown Falls, and those people will have a nice view over the industry zone. They just have to look a bit further over there to see the skyline, of course, and a bit further to the left perhaps to see the ocean. Just don't look straight ahead, please. You might not see anything because of the fumes, but still, it's a nice view over the city, of course, that we can provide here. We really probably should do something about the fumes.
I even see a...
This pushes us to 1,100 tourists out of the 1,500. We should still provide a few more hotels to the Overhaul Crown Falls area. We do have some city hotels already. I might just go for another one, right? Yeah, so there we got those here that I do like a bit. We might also have some by the docks, so a few more that are looking more city-like. So for example here, we got this whole area where I could actually just, yeah, remove some artisans. We have plenty of those. We even have enough engineers, and I would like to go with the smaller hotel that we can afford then in these areas here. So let's move this one around a bit, something like so. Also the bus station right next to it is already there. Perfect. A little entrance area here. Just really by the main road. Oh, also new prestige level has been achieved with the palace, because we also have a town festival going on right now. A town carnival. Yeah, it's February. That only means
celebrate your leadership.
Carnival season. And a smaller entrance area for this hotel as well. By getting rid of some of the basic city services like fire stations and police stations. I mean, we don't have any fires here, we don't have any riots here in the inner city anymore, and I think it's very rare for those to occur. And even then I do have the big stations around it, like we do have that fire station over there that basically covers the whole city if there's any need for this. And then we also have our police stations, and don't forget about the prison, right, that also has its range going throughout the city there. It might not be that many policemen here that would be able to get there in time, but still, it's quite a few of them. 4, by the way, would be able to be used from the prison area itself. But as we can see, the riot chance is close to 0, even though, yeah, that's because it's so far outside. Still, anyway, we do have a bit more space here again. The big one, we might be able to squeeze in somehow. So, of course, we can just use the smaller version there as well. Something that I like. Oh, these care packages. Thank you very much. I probably bent it once more. Let's go ahead. Can I have 2 of these here? 2 would be amazing. We could actually get 2 in here, or we just get this version that I do also like, just one of them. Let's go ahead with that. It has, the cool thing is, there's the bus station already, and there's the variety theater right next to it. So it does have everything that it wants out of the box, right? And then we have this entrance there. Carnival is passing by. In the city center of Crown Falls. Yeah, well, and then around it we could just have some basic ornaments, some flowers right next to this plaza area there, and then probably also a bigger tree here and here. Here in this spot, just by the train, by the bus station, and by the wall fair, I would like to have another hotel. It just makes sense to me to have one of these. Yep, let's go ahead with one of the bigger ones, like that one. There's the bus station right next to this. This is the entrance, and then we once again just need some ornaments. Let's actually go ahead with, I think the rose tree would work just fine here. For anyone that, that's really looking boring though. This is better, some statue and some flower beds then as well to mark the entrance for this hotel. On the back, we might just have, I mean, we already have some trees here. Let's just have those trees there as well. In the back of it, it's a bit more quiet, even though there's then, of course, the train line with that. That's another probably 200 tourists moving in now. Perfect. Let's not forget about the airport area. There we have a bus station too. We don't have a hotel here yet. It might also have a nice view over the docks. Let's just check it out. We might need to move the bus station a bit further over to this area so the hotel also gets its reach. Let's get rid of these workers there. Sorry, pals. No need for you. And we're going to move these artisans over there a bit for now. We can then move the bus station. And this should now affect then also our tourists. We can definitely go with a bigger one for this one. Perfect. That is acceptable. With its entrance there once again. And those people, yeah, well, they have a very busy look over the ocean. So really, we have all types of hotels now for my people. Whatever they want, whatever they might wish for, we can provide it. With the bus station, of course, the airport doesn't really cover anything. It's just a symbolic value there. But the hotel, of course, needs to be covered there as well. So that people actually move in.
Oh no, how unspeakably awful.
What is awful? The working hours of my people. I don't think so, Bente. I don't think so. Have a few trees here and flower beds. Oh, right. So we can actually have one that goes a bit into the inner side there. So we have this nice smaller area there. People can come from the bus stand right away or from the airport, whatever they like the most. Now all of this should lead now to the final requirement fulfilled, even though I think there is a higher requirement after this. But yep, there you go. And we can start the second phase of the Iron Tower. The groundwork for the most daring architectural feat ever. You haven't seen my Skyline Tower over there, right? I think that was harder to achieve then. But this one, of course, is not done yet. People are cheering though for it. For the Skyline Tower, no one really cheered. For the zoo, we finally have more items available that we can use. So, for example, we can have a little Arctic area here that has the caribou and also the musk ox and something fishy, perhaps, like the firefly squid. On the other side, we have really a lot of slots. We have a gorilla, a kingfisher. So these are New World animals. Balloon fish, a jagger, and also a glossy black cockatoo. And with that, only two more are missing. So we could actually have finished it. I think for the botanical gardens, we should also have a few more items now. Have a look there. The Queen of the Ants. Once again, it's just a building, really. And I think this one here, though, is a garden. The pink sugar bush. No, it's not. Then we need to get it over there as well. So that we keep the symmetry, at least for the botanical gardens, really. Now this brings me to my next production that we need for the tourists in order to boost the population further. That is the shampoo. Now the shampoo is a multi-factory. That means we can have one of these for a lot of products. And unfortunately, we don't have that much space anymore. Wait a second, we do have a new industry zone, right? Yep, there it is. It is pretty big though. We do, however, should also now start with... I've already done a few of them, but we should continue with that, since we also have, of course, the research points. That is very important. Move oil springs. I would like to make them a bit more dense together, so that we can easily focus them all in one spot, right? So let's go with 5, 6, 7, even that we can afford 70,000, 80,000 research points. Let's make the whole thing full. We also use the maximum of 10,000 engineers. So it only takes 10 minutes for each one of these to be researched. And then we can take all of them here and clump them together somewhere. Because let's be honest, it's just really wasting my space here, right? Especially for something like the shampoo factory. Look at that. I can't build them in here. We need to build them outside, which is also a shame, really. And I don't want to have them so visible. Certainly not over there. Probably somewhere here. Right, so they do get their power. By the way, I don't have a fire station here. Let's provide that too. And the only thing we now need to provide in order for them to work, first of all, they are producing, I think, very quickly, right? Yep, it was 2 per minute. And for shampoo, we only really I mean, at this point, it's just safer to really use the search function since there's so much already. And we already need 2. Whew. So I will need to build 2 at least of them. Coconut oil and cinnamon orchards we will need. Both of them are in the new world. Both of them we already have plenty of. I mean, plenty, I shouldn't exaggerate. It's 5 really in Hamsap that we have. And we also have, I think, 2 it was, yep, in Kareth over there. By the way, here, Hugo, what are you doing there? Get out of it. I just need to expand really. Oh, thank you very much, Lady Lou. I'll take her. We're just going to expand it really a tiny bit, right? Coconut is not really something I'm doing here, but I think we could just do it really. I mean, I do need, let's say 3. 3 would be already plenty. More than we actually need for this one. So let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 100% each. Let's have the warehouse then also closer. That one, and then I need, in theory, 3 more of them, but we can also just go with 5 because I'm also using them for Manola. So let's go ahead with another one here, another one here. That's both 100% with the warehouse. For the cinnamon, and then one here. And now I want some cinnamon. I love it. There you go. With that we have it. So this is Kareth, and we just need a trade route really now. Another one. This goes from Kareth to Crown Falls, and this one is taking then the coconut oil and the cinnamon. There we have it. Let's just make it full. It's one cargo ship really that we're making full with this then. It's the coconut. And I think we will not need that much volume, right? So we should be fine with this. And Porcupine, there you go. Full cargo ship working on this latest trade route to produce us the shampoo. And with that, we really only have to build them. I'm going to wait a bit for the first coconut oil to get in, and then we can build it and finish another one. Lemonade would be one more thing here. Is it already unlocked? Is it a need, or is it for happiness sake? It's for the bar. We probably will need it, and it's also for the happiness here. A bar is another building, by the way, that we have unlocked, and only then will we get to the Iron Tower, but we do need 4,000 total tourists in order to unlock the highest level of the Iron Tower, so this is going to take a while still. In the meantime, we can enjoy Carnival in Crown Falls, celebrate the season, and also wait for our next stage of the monument to be finished. Stay tuned!